Welcome to Executive Insights, Winners Circle Edition, featuring exceptional women leaders and emerging leaders in technology. I'm Nasheen Liu, partner with the IT Media Group, a CIO-centric media company. My guest today is Melissa Carvalho, Global Cybersecurity Vice President with RBC. Melissa and her team were named as the IT Team of the Year in 2022 by the Women in IT Awards. In this episode, we discuss why leading with people and diversity, equity, and inclusion in mind is so important to Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Great to see you, and welcome back to Executive Insights.
Hi, Nasheen. I'm really excited to be back.
Melissa, I'm so excited to have you join me on this new Winner Circle edition featuring exceptional women leaders and emerging leaders in technology. And speaking of winners and women, it'd be remiss not to mention that you and your team were named the IT Team of the Year led by a woman at the Women in IT Awards Canada in 2022. What an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I think the congratulations goes to the team, but what an amazing event it was, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, indeed. Me too. And Melissa, speaking of leading, what's it like leading through a pandemic? And what are you focusing on going forward?
Well, I think in addition to the things that most people went through the pandemic from a health perspective, and then when you think about IT, the talent shortage and the supply chain issues, in cyber, we had a number of other issues. We had attacks that we had to prepare for. And then we also had to enable the workforce, what seemed to be overnight during that period of time. I think the thing, as I reflect back on that whole period of time, is what's going to drive me moving forward is my people and prioritizing my people, prioritizing them as we go through what many predict will be a recessionary period of time, which at a minimum for the organization I work for, RBC, we've acquired a number of other organizations on an integration period of time. And so it's really prioritizing my people, their mental health, because as long as my people are happy and working, then we can accomplish almost anything.
Well said. And I know how passionate you are about people and about creating a culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I have a three-part question here for you.
Okay.
Why is this topic important to you? What have you done to move the dial? And, from a business outcome perspective, how are the business outcomes positively impacted as a result?
Okay, let me see if I can tackle all three of those issues. The first one, why it's important to me. People have asked me this question. I think I've struggled to figure out at what moment it became my passion. It almost feels like straight from the womb, I was fighting for justice and fairness. But I think if I were to personally reflect on it, I would say it's watching my parents as they went through the struggles in life for being a visible minority and being judged for it, and the lack of fairness that I saw in them. As a kid, you want to think your parent is everything, almost a superhero. And when you see them facing these challenges and it not being warranted, it inspires and it kind of creates this passion in you to fight and to help others. The second part of your question, so I think that's why it's important to me. What have I been doing to move the dial? I think I've been working with my team to try and understand not only specific areas, so being gender or race, but every area of diversity and inclusion, looking to see how we are promoting that and we're pushing that forward. I firmly believe if everybody looks the same and thinks the same, we're not going to be able to scale and to grow. Because when you look at our customers and the people we work with, they come from all walks of life. And so if we're going to deliver value to those customers, we need to think about everyone when we're building our journey. And I've already seen it have impact in the business and what we deliver. We're not only looking at gender specifically from male versus female, but we're also looking at things like mental health issues. We're looking at age. We're looking at all aspects, and that's really helped us during the pandemic. So when you think about things as customer enablement, for example, many of the seniors had issues logging in and using the digital services that we had to offer. But because we thought about diversity and inclusion in our team, and we had members that were thinking about those use cases, we were prepared for it. And so it goes back to the answer to the first thing that we discussed of prioritizing my people. My people don't only include my team, but all of our customers out there as well. And so diversity and inclusion is really important.
The point you made about watching your parents' struggles growing up is so poignant. And as a woman and a woman of color leading in a male-dominant industry, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I think there's two things. So I don't know where I heard this from. It is not my quote. But if in 5 years it won't matter, don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. I tend to over rotate and think too much about things, worry about things. And I honestly don't remember the majority of those things 5 years from now. So I think I would give less mental energy to some of those issues. That would be the first piece of advice. The second piece of advice, and I don't know if it's specific to me, but what I tell people is if you believe that you're ready for the next level, you believe you're operating at the next level, but your management doesn't believe in that, then try somewhere else. Try another opportunity, try and do something else. And the reason that becomes so important is I watched through my career, many individuals just struggle, thinking they can only get rise in one way. And, Nasheen, opportunities like working with you, working with some of the other nonprofits I work for, those are also great opportunities to rise as well.
Very sage advice. Melissa, this has been such a pleasure speaking with you again, and I wish you all the success in 2023. And I know we've already started the year, and I can't wait to see what else is unfolding. This has been another episode of Executive Insights Winner's Circle Edition. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please check out other content on our YouTube channel, including CIO roundtable conversations and executive interviews. And don't forget to subscribe.